are now listening to the Sportz Nutz.
Hey, it's the Sportz Nutz.
Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 p.m. Buy one, get one 50% off drinks.
Tequila's Grill Mexican restaurant has homemade salsa bars. They have the most authentic, most delicious, and most affordable Mexican cuisine in town.
What is going on, my beautiful people? Yes, this is the Sportz Nutz. Welcome to episode 94 of the Sportz Nutz. We hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend. My man sitting right over here, yes, to my right, Matt. How are you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, fellas, man? How's it going, man? Hope everybody's doing well.
Yes, it's so good to see everybody here. Hey, this man below me don't need a really introduction, but Shane Owen, how you doing, brother?
Man, it's going good. Getting geared up for next weekend, big camp out weekend. Come check us out during the NASCAR festivities back at Rockingham Motor Speedway. So just getting ready for that.
Absolutely, guys. We have a jam-packed episode. We're talking college basketball, both men's and women's just took place. We now have a all-time new score in NHL history with Alex Ovechkin. Guys, we also have to ask this question. Who is over LeBron and his antics? Because I know a lot of you probably are. And Matt, I know what you're thinking. What antics has LeBron done this time? We'll dive into a little bit about that. Guys, also, I have a really good question I want to ask about the United Football League. Should the UFL go ahead and just hang it up? I mean, obviously, attendance is down, numbers are down. We'll talk a little about that. But, hey, guys, want to let you know also, Saturday, May the 3rd, from 6:30 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern, the Sportz Nutz will be live on location. We are celebrating our century mark, the 100th episode in Sportz Nutz history. We will be at Tequila's Grill in Easley. There will be discounts. There'll be giveaways. I'm talking we're giving some baseball tickets away, some discounts on food. You might even get free food. You may have a little bit of a challenge with restaurants. You name it, we got a whole lot of things lined up. We got music that's gonna be playing. You guys just can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm excited about it. Matt, what about you? Are you excited to know that, dude, we're literally only 6 episodes away from 100?
Man, it's been a crazy journey, man. Been a long ride. And we got, a few more hundred to go, man.
That's right, absolutely. Hey, I gotta give a real quick. Shane pointed this out to me. I didn't pay attention to this, but Shane did. Shane, amen to this, guys. I don't know if you've seen the latest update. And by the way, I just want to let you know I am broadcasting live from Addison's season opener on softball. They are down 2-1 right now, but girls, they're doing fantastic. But hey, Matt, I sent you a text message, but I want to ask you, have you guys seen our subscribers list for YouTube? Matt, Shane, tell everybody the good word. How many subscribers do we have, sir?
Man, right now, last time I checked, which was a couple of hours ago or so, we're up to 792.
792
subscribers. So.
Yes, 792. Which, by the way, I got to tip my cap to you, Matt, because I can look and see where all of them come from. We're at about, I think it's 445 now are from the metro Atlanta area. 362 actually come from Cobb County. Shout out to Cobb County. Matt has been really passing out the cards. We've been really hitting it hard and heavy with the Atlanta Braves radio network, which, by the way, guys, we do have an ad that airs every Braves game 6 times a game. We are on there. Check us out through the Braves radio network. But, guys, I have some really cool news to share. Our Facebook followers, y'all, just hit the 1,600 follower mark. I mean, I'm excited. Look, I'm not complaining. We've done really good hitting the ads. We're done really good with everything. I'm super proud of you guys. So I'm tipping my cap right now to everybody watching. And Matt, I'm tipping my cap to you. Shane, I'm tipping my cap to you. But Shane, where are you going to be going next week that also helps spread the word of our name?
Me and a good friend of mine, Mr. Matt Huckabee, are going to be camping out at the Rockingham Motor Speedway for NASCAR's first race back since, I believe, 2002, maybe. I think it was 2002, 2003. I went to the last NASCAR race sanctioned event there. They're going to have the truck race Friday night, 5 o'clock. We'll be out there probably about 7, 8 o'clock Friday morning, setting everything up since luckily it's a holiday weekend with Good Friday. But we'll be out there setting it up. Hopefully the race goes good and all's well. And hopefully by about at 7:30, we'll be broadcasting for a burnout or something from the truck race.
Y'all have to excuse me for a second. My daughter is batting up the bat, so I will be real quiet for a second.
Put the camera on her, man. We want to see this too.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to turn the camera on, guys. Here we go. Let's go, Addison.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all see? Go, baby, go, go!
Oh, my
go,
gosh.
Baby, go! Go, baby, go! Go, go! Woo! Go, baby! Woo! Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's already a more superior athlete than her father.
Shut up. That's not true. Hey, Addison, y'all.
Already more clutch than LeBron has been in the past few days.
Yes. All right. So real quick, unfortunately, Addison got tagged. She made it to the base, but she rounded the base and they tagged her out. So she got out, but she got a base hit. All right, let's do a rundown. Here's what we're going to talk about today, guys. We now officially have a champion in both men's and women's. Guys, if you did not watch last night's national championship game, oh my God, that was the ending. Absolutely got me. Like, I was like, what are we doing? What on earth? Now, I'm not the only one that's probably feeling this way. I guarantee you the kid has got to feel sick to his stomach. He, the last 2 possessions, he turned the ball over both times, and it cost Houston an opportunity to win the game. He turned the ball over, get the ball slapped out of his hand at the first possession. The last one was the final 19 seconds of regulation. He's driving down there. They were taking too much time, and he went to shoot a 3, saw that it was going to be blocked, or thought it was going to be blocked, so he dropped the ball and just stood there, and nobody ran to get the ball in time, and then they got there and they dove and they ran out of time. Florida won. Congratulations to the University of Florida. Matt, the last time Florida was a national champion, what famous Atlanta Hawk was part of that team?
You got to remember, man, that was that magical run with Joakim Noah, Al Horford, Corey Brewer, that whole University of Florida team, man. Big Al Horford as well, 3rd pick in the draft that year.
Al Horford, boss.
Yeah, man.
Boss, man. And guess who was in attendance last night? Yep, Mr. Al Horford was there representing. Well, guys, I got to ask, did you see the story? And this really got me upset. Did you see the story about Hakeem Olajuwon not being let to come in on and celebrating with Houston?
I mean, I get that. You have to look at it from both sides. The guy that didn't let him on, I guess he didn't want to lose his job. So, I get that. I get that. But then again, it is Hakeem Olajuwon. I mean, him and Ralph Sampson put it down for Houston, man. You gotta.
Yeah. Hey,
man.
I gotta also shout out the guy on Twitter who said that Hakeem Olajuwon is not really a well notoriety in the sports world, not a big sports figure, completely had no idea what you were saying. But dude, come on, Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna say it to some Matt. I guarantee you're gonna agree. You go anywhere, you hear someone say Hakeem. What is the next words that come after you always hear?
Hakeem the Dream, baby. Hakeem the Dream.
The Dream, Olajuwon. The most notorietable figure in the state of Texas. Yes, even more notable, I feel, more notable than Tim Duncan and David Robinson, which I got to ask you a question about David Robinson in a minute, Matt. But Hakeem Olajuwon, look, I understand he wasn't credentialed, but dude, let him. The dude is an amazing player. Let him on. The dude has done phenomenal things for the city of Houston, the state of Texas, the game of basketball itself.
But I mean,
Should never happen.
look at it like this, though, Brendan. When North Carolina won, I mean, would they have let Jordan on the floor?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I think they would have let
Absolutely, they
Jordan on
would
the
have
floor.
let
Yes,
Jordan on the
yes,
floor.
I agree. So you got to look at it. And then Hakeem, he played for Houston, University of Houston, didn't he? Am I correct?
I think he did.
I think
Yeah.
he played for the University of Houston. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Go! Sorry.
yeah, man. Yeah, you got you let him come celebrate, man. It's Hakeem Olajuwon, man. Probably the most decorated figure from that program, the best player ever to come from that program. You know, you got to pay him his respects. But I mean, it wasn't about him. It was about Houston. I get it. It was about Houston making it there. So that team wants to celebrate. You want to celebrate with the team. Half of those kids on that team probably don't even know who Hakeem Olajuwon is. I guarantee.
It's so sad to say that too.
But see, I guarantee none of them were born when he won those championships with Houston. So nobody on the team was born yet. So you gotta look at it from that perspective. And God didn't want to lose his job. That's how I see it. I see it. He didn't want to lose his job.
Yeah, I would still let him on regardless. I don't give a darn. I still would have let him on. But hey, you know what though? Again, guys, I want to give a shout out, honestly, to the entire Houston Cougar team. Played their heart out. They did phenomenal this year. They did. I mean, first of all, I got to give a shout out though to literally the selection. By the way, we're up now 6-2. It looks like we're about to be 7-2. All right, so we're up 7-2. But I want to sit there and say this. Like, look, first time I believe since like 2006 that all four number one seeds were in the Final Four. It's only happened like 2 times in general. Congratulations to Houston Cougars on a well-rounded season. Obviously, it didn't end the way you hoped, but got to give a huge shout-out to the University of Florida, which, by the way, guys, you do realize next year Florida has the size. Ooh, hit the pitcher. Oh, wait, no. Okay, it's a balk. Okay, but I hit the pitcher. So, sorry, I'm watching the game. But, guys, we're going to sit here and say this, that the size literally takes over for the University of Florida next season. I don't know if you guys saw this, but the 7'9" center for the University of Florida is making his grand debut.
Olivier Ryu or something like that.
It's this boy, yeah, the dude is. By the way, y'all know who the Tracy Wolfs is, right? She is the commentator or the sideline reporter for NCAA basketball, right? She's like 5'2". She's really short. So she posted a picture with her next to. Do you guys remember that guy Taco that played for UC Irvine? Yeah, he was like 7'6", right?
Yeah.
So he was more lanky than anything. This dude for Florida, he's 7'9". He is built. This dude is like legit built, and he is he made Tracy just look like an absolute shrimp. 5'2" versus 7'9". That was crazy. So yeah, again, Matt, you're gonna join me. Shane, you're gonna join. Let's tip our caps right now. Tip our cap to Florida. Congratulations on the national championship. They came back every game they played in the tournament. They had to come back in epic proportions. They were down by 12 to Houston, and they came back and won. They were down to UConn, I believe, by 14 or 16, and they won. So definitely a good ending for them. It's a good, well-rounded NCAA tournament. But hey, guys, I want to just mention UConn. Let's shout out the University of UConn women's basketball for the first time in almost a decade. Guys, that is so hard to even wrap my brain around. It's been almost 10 years since UConn won the national championship. I mean, how crazy to think that is, Matt and Shane. It was 2016. Maya Moore was the last team to hoist the NCAA trophy for UConn. Like, what does that say to you for as far as Gina Auriemma? The dude has won 12 national titles with UConn. Matt, I'm gonna start with you. First off, is Gino the GOAT in women's college basketball as far as a coach?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You look at him and you look at Miss Pat from Tennessee, man. But Pat Summitt. With Gino, man. I mean, he did his homework, man. He did his homework on South Carolina, man. First of all, Paige Beckers didn't have really a good game. She was the third leading scorer of that game, but played well within the offense. but no starter for South Carolina was in double figures. There was not one starter in double figures. So he did
Which
his
is a
homework, man.
weird stat to think that, because South Carolina, Shane, you know this. You've watched South
Uh-huh.
Carolina all season. They are a scoring machine, right?
They can be. Their offense
Easton, don't do that.
wasn't what we've seen lately. Kit's down there down low. It was a great presence for him, but wasn't really that offensive big threat that they really had in the past down low. They'll get better.
Absolutely. All right. What do you think, man? Like, I mean, look, South Carolina, they lost. Okay, they lost, right? They absolutely got manhandled in the game. I mean, 82-59. This is not something we're used to seeing with South Carolina. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely right, man. But they just didn't have that this year. They don't have that one player that can just go and just, hey, I need you to go get 20 tonight. Like, I need you to go get 20 tonight. Or it's the shot clock's winding down and we need a bucket. Like, they don't have that go-to player this year. But and to her credit, man, she has a good team. She has young players, and there's a couple players on her team who can become that person. They can become that
It factor.
that shot specialist or that shot creator that they need. It's just they just didn't have it this year. I mean, kudos to them for still getting to the championship game. You cannot knock that. Just think about what Dawn Staley had to deal with these last few years in the championship game. I mean, you had to go against Caitlin Clark. You had to go against just
quite a bit of array of talents. Really good,
exactly.
Talented women that are out there.
Exactly, but now they just ran into Gino, man. They ran into Gino, and it's crazy because not only did you have Beckers over there, you have Fudd, who I think she had like 20-something points as well. The team was just the UConn team came to play offensively and defensively. I'm more impressed with the defense.
Absolutely. Hey, I want to tip my cap, Shane. I'm going to tip my cap to Juju Watkins. Obviously, Matt, Shane, you know what happened. She is an A-plus talent. I think she will stay one more year, even though it's already been determined that she's most likely out even next season because of how late in the year she tore her ACL. But shout out to Juju Watkins. Matt, I'm going to ask you real quick, and then I'm going to ask Shane the exact same question, but I want to start with Matt. Should Juju Watkins go ahead and declare for the draft, or should she stay one more year because she has the medical redshirt ability now?
I think you got to look at it from of her and her taking care of her family. I mean, obviously, this year the Dallas Wings have the first pick. Would it be Paige or Juju? That would be the question. Paige or Juju. So obviously she's there in the running for the first number one pick. Of course, she probably missed some time due to her injury, so that might hurt her a little bit. But I don't know, man. You got to look at it from two different perspectives. Does she want to go ahead and forego college? I mean, she can re-injure the knee again or re-injure the foot again and be down worse. I mean, let's not forget Paige Becker's thing that missed a year because of injury. I think she should leave. Go ahead and be a top 3 pick and do her thing in the league and kind of help build the league with Caitlin and all these other influx of talent that's about to come in.
Let's not forget this next class is going to be the 2026 senior class, the eligibility to go to the WNBA. It's loaded. It is absolutely front loaded. And I agree with you, Matt. And then Shane, I want to ask you too, but I want to say this. I agree. Let Juju come out. Go ahead, Juju, come out. Because next year you have to compete with the loaded talent. By the way, I'm walking back there as Addison's coming to the bat again. But guys, Shane, should Juju stay or should she go?
I'm kind of in the position where I think that she should stay, just based on when the WNBA season is. I mean, I could see her talent puts her at that pick, but yet we're not talking about the NFL and kind of other kind of influxes. As soon as they have their draft, another week they're in the season.
That's right.
So
all right, guys, I'm flipping the camera over because Addison is batting.
That's kind
of. Let's go, Keeler!
They kind of compete, and I don't think the WNBA is going to risk a high pick of that value for somebody that can't produce for them this year. although, hey, it is the first red
Go,
season that
Addison,
we're
go!
seeing.
Go, baby, go!
Or
Go,
black
baby,
season,
go!
I mean.
Run! Woo! Sorry, it's a proud daddy moment right there. Addison's 2 for 2, y'all. Proud daddy moment.
So, but I think that, I think she should stay because that team's got a lot coming back too. And, if it wasn't for her getting injured, UConn might not have made it that far.
It's a very real possibility. Hey, guys, let's just go ahead and say it as it is. Women's sports is here. It is here to say. By the way, according to ESPN, within the next 6 weeks, we will know officially which 2 cities will be getting a WNBA franchise. It is officially been announced. It'll be 2. The running in the favorites is obviously Philadelphia. The other one is Houston. Charlotte's in the mix. I'd be okay seeing all 3 of them come. I really would, just because the Charlotte Sting would come back. The Houston Comets will come back, and then we got Philadelphia. So we'll stay tuned for that one. All right, so I'm gonna switch this up. All right, now I proposed this question before, and I'm gonna ask again because I want to go. I'm gonna save the big topic for the next after this, okay? But LeBron James, I'm done. This antics situation that LeBron does. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. And for those who don't know what we're talking about, LeBron James playing the other night runs into a player, gets on the floor, banging, kicking and screaming like he is broken every leg. I mean, a bone in his leg, broken every bone in his arm, everything. And this was the best reaction. Matt, I want you to tell everybody, go Addison, go. Tell everybody exactly how long did it take for the trainer to come out?
Hey, look, man, I mean, I'm not sure how long it took for the trainer to come out, but look, man, basketball is a physical sport.
Don't give him the credit, Matt. No.
It's a physical sport, man. And when you're 6'9", 260, you might fall down hard, and it hurts.
Dude,
it hurts.
He sits there and complains if he breaks a fingernail. Come on, no.
Hey, look, man. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to sit here and sully the second best basketball player to ever play the game. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But
he's soft. I'm going to quote the great Kobe Bryant. You're soft.
Look, Brandon. I mean, he's 40 years old, man. You don't heal as fast as you used to back in the day.
I'm 40.
Yeah, man, but you don't heal as fast as you did back when you were 21, man. 22. Look, man.
The dude didn't even hurt. He barely bumped into a guy. Come on now.
Hey, man.
He's the king of flopping.
Hey, man. Pain is pain, man. Pain is pain. But look,
whatever.
I will say,
you know who's excited about him?
Did it get dragged? Did it get dragged out a little too long? Okay. Maybe.
Soft.
Maybe.
Soft. Shane, throw the flag.
Maybe.
Throw the flag.
Maybe they dragged it on too long. Maybe. No.
Dude, even his own teammates didn't even care.
I took a 15-minute nap and made a sandwich while this was happening.
Yeah, the replays.
Didn't even care.
Hey, look, it was the replays for me, man. It was the replays like it was like some.
He looks like who's gonna come and help me? He lays back down again because he saw something. Look, just get eye contact with him. Come on now.
It was like the tomorrow. It was like the replays of it, man. Like it was like kind of a. I'm not gonna say that.
I gotta say this, Matt, and I just said it a moment ago. Ladies and gentlemen, Madison got out. Oh, she's safe. Never mind, she scored. But guys, I gotta sit here and say this, okay? Vlade Divac, I guarantee you, is super proud of LeBron and his ability to flop. He is the flopping queen. Oh my God, I cannot stand him. But I want to ask you fans who are watching right now. We have quite a bit of watching. Look. Are you tired of LeBron's antics? Shane, I'm going to ask you too. Are you done with like the amount of flopping and like crybabiness that LeBron James does? Come on, don't do that, Matt.
He got elbowed in the stomach, man. Come on now.
He did not get elbowed. Shane, go ahead.
He got elbowed in his stomach. Mostly because
of 0% body fat. Come on.
It was
the dude's a freaking brick.
It was his own kind of doing, though, in that same sense. So I'm just, I'm over what the games come to all around when we're talking about the flopping and things of that nature.
What is that noise? Okay, stop.
I think I have lawn care guys out here taking care of the lawn.
That's what we hear.
But I'm just sick of the whole league in general with the flopping and I mean we ought to just go down to like maybe a 2-second break in between the quarters and at halftime, because when they're replaying everything, when it comes to these flagrant fouls and possessions and within the last 2 minutes of the half and all,
It takes too long.
We want to talk about how long baseball takes. The last 2 minutes of a basketball game
It can take like an hour and a half.
I mean, it gets kind of bad. So I mean, I wish they just shut up and play now. Really, I mean,
Absolutely.
it's
Just get the game the way it's like. Bring back the integrity of the game. Matt, you have to agree that the flopping has really gotten out of control, right?
Absolutely, the floppers got out of control. And I saw something where these kids were playing in the little league or something. Some kid did a little flop thing, but yeah, it's out of control now.
Yeah, enough is enough. And all those in favor of LeBron ending the flopping antics and the crybabiness, raise your hand. My hand is up. Shane's is up. Matt, is yours up? Or is it unanimous? Whatever. You know what? You're flagged.
Hey, look, he did get hit though, man. I mean, it's not like he didn't get hit. This wasn't like an intentional flop. I get it. There have been flops, but this wasn't one of those intentional flops. He was coming in full speed, and boom, he ran into the elbow.
Barely hurt.
I get it. At first I thought it was a crotch shot or something like that. The way he dropped, like a sack of potatoes. That's what I thought. But
that would be understandable.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah. But the dude, he has 0%. Heck, I mean, he probably has 2% body fat. Come on, the dude is a rock solid body. There's no way that he was so hurt. There's no way he was that hurt in that incident. So. And enough is enough with it, LeBron. You want to sit here and talk about you're going to be the greatest that there ever was. You can be better than Michael Jordan. No, you're not. You are.
Look, man, pain is pain. He got hurt. I mean,
he did not get hurt.
Just because he's built like a tank doesn't mean he's an actual tank now, man.
I want to say this, okay? So let's look back at another incident with LeBron James, okay? Another incident, right? The dude doesn't even touch him. Does not touch him. And he gets a foul called, and he goes, "Ow, my head hurts." He didn't even get touched. The dude wasn't even near him. And literally, the play. No, it was the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets player goes, "Really? I didn't even touch you." So then they have an audio clip of another game. LeBron shoves the guy and goes, "Really? You're gonna flop after all I didn't do to you?" Blah 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 blah. Like, dude, it's a double-edged sword with LeBron James. LeBron James is a crybaby. He is nicknamed the Flopper. He is nicknamed the La Crybaby. He really is. Enough is enough. I'm done hearing this antics about LeBron. Just play the game the way you're supposed to play it. Don't look for the sidebar stuff.
Brandon, is LeBron James the top 3 player that's ever played the game?
No.
Brandon.
No.
Brandon.
No.
Let's not do this.
No.
Let's not do this.
Number 1, Michael Jordan. Number 2, Kobe Bryant. Number 3, Wilt Chamberlain.
And look, man, I'm sorry to say this.
I'm sorry
to say this, but he passed Kobe while he was still in his 20s. While LeBron was still in his 20s, he passed Kobe back then. Come on, man. Let's not.
No, I'm sticking to it. Number 1, Michael Jordan. Number 2, Kobe. Number 3, Wilt Chamberlain. Number 4, LeBron. He's the top 4.
Okay,
he's not top 3.
So Wilt was playing against plumbers, man. We're really gonna play him over LeBron? Okay. All right.
How many 100-point games did Wilt Chamberlain have?
How many what?
100-point games did Wilt Chamberlain have? I can count.
The tallest person on the other team was 6'5".
Who cares? He still scored 100 points twice.
Yeah.
How many 80-point games has LeBron scored?
I mean, 80-point games.
Yeah. How many did Kobe?
Okay, so let's just want to use that logic. Tony Delk scored 56 points in an NBA game.
Oh, here we go.
Is he a top 10 player? You want to do it?
What about Luka Doncic then?
Since you want to use that logic, we can use that logic. Since you want to use that logic, we can go there. We can definitely do that, man.
Oh my God.
You're lucky I
Hey.
miss talking to yourself, man. This guy. This guy.
Hey, I gotta. All right. So, all right, we've already discussed this. All right, so let's go to the next one, guys. We have an NHL record that has officially been broken,
Yeah.
which was told it would never be broken.
By the person who broke it. The person who broke it said it would never be broken.
Yeah, Wayne Gretzky even said he didn't think it would ever be broken, but lo and behold, Alex Ovechkin is number one. The Great Eight has officially become the Great Number One. He passed Wayne Gretzky. Shout out to the New York Islanders fan base, team, everything. They did it big for Ovi. I'm so proud of Alex Ovechkin, which, by the way, we are this close to getting John Walton, who is the play-by-play caller for your Washington Capitals NHL franchise, to come on our show. Stay tuned for that. We cannot wait to have him on. But I want to ask you this right now, okay? I know you guys don't follow hockey the way I do. I'm a diehard hockey fan. But I want to ask you, Matt, how monumental is it that Alex Ovechkin topped the great one, Wayne Gretzky's goal record of 894, which, by the way, if you guys did not hear the audio, I will be posting it later on our Facebook page at the Sportz Nutz. We will do it everywhere. We'll post the audio, okay? Wayne Gretzky came back and said to Alex Ovechkin, he said, if you stay one more year and you get close or you top 1,000, I will buy you a Rolls Royce myself. Did you guys happen to hear him say that?
Oh yeah. Well, he told the owner or something after the game and all. They were in there congratulatory and all that. He told the owner. He said that whenever he got the record, his owner bought him a Rolls Royce.
Yep.
And he said it's up to y'all to see what you get now, Ovi.
Yep. And look, Alex Ovechkin. Look, I'm not. You guys know kind of who I'm a fan of. I'm a diehard fan of the Tampa Bay Lightning. I have been since 2012. Matt, I lived in Tampa Bay. Well, St. Pete. I lived there. I became a Tampa Bay Lightning fan. Been a fan since. You have arguably go down in history as the third best goalie when all is said and done, and Andrei Vasilevsky. I mean, the dude is phenomenal. But holy moly, one of our players just hit a home run, guys. So I just want to sit here and say congratulations to Alex Ovechkin. Matt, I'm going to start with you, and then I'm going to go to Shane. What does this mean to you, Matt, knowing that Alex Ovechkin is the all-time greatest scorer in NHL history now?
Well, being from growing up as a young kid in Jersey before I moved down here, man, we did skate a lot, so we kind of was somewhat a little versed on to who Wayne Gretzky was. And then after, thank you, Disney, but after the Mighty Ducks came out, not dating myself, Shane, this is before your time, but when the Mighty Ducks came out, they made a, the Mighty Ducks came out. The Flying V. So when the Mighty Ducks came out, man, they put a great onus on how great Wayne Gretzky was. So you learn it, you learn and you get it. So just from that alone, man, you know how much of a bad boy, how bad Wayne Gretzky was. And for that particular, point record to get broken, man, it's a monumental thing. In any sport, whatever. It just so happened, not to bring it back in the conversation, but it just happened with LeBron a couple seasons back. When somebody breaks a point total, it's a major thing because the amount of people that have played the sport. So no, it's a big thing, man. I think it's one of the bigger accomplishments of the sport. And I think it should be celebrated this whole year. As he goes on, I think it should be celebrated.
Absolutely. Look, Washington is they're going to win I feel Washington is going to outdo Winnipeg. They're going to win the President's Cup. I really feel it, which, by the way, for those who don't know, the President's Cup goes to the number one overall team in all of hockey, both Eastern and Western Conference. Washington has the most points. I think they're like 110 right now. I think they're going to I really feel, honestly, they're just going to win the President's Cup. However, I do need to gloat a little bit and just represent the fact that my Tampa Bay Lightning, you guys, they're going to be in a top-notch run for the final 4 games of the regular season. Why? Because they play the Toronto Maple Leafs twice, and the winner of that wins the number 1 seed in their division, which is the number 2 overall seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs. It will be Washington, it will be Tampa, and then, ladies and gentlemen, it will be Toronto, followed by, oh yes, it's so nice to see this. The Florida Panthers are the bottom feeders. Yay, thank you for that. Hey, great hockey season indeed. Man, all right, Shane, I'm going to go to you. What does this mean to you that Alex Ovechkin is now the greatest scorer in NHL history?
Well, I kind of grew up kind of enjoying hockey and all. No matter, yes, I am young, but Mighty Ducks was around, and I watched that movie.
The Flying V!
Yes. So, yes, Mr. Gordon Bombay, I would have loved to coach
Mr.
like
Gordon
that.
The triple deep.
But
Here, Petey.
I did, kind of follow hockey a little bit back then, and I still do now. Interesting fact is that it took Ovi one less game.
I know, isn't that crazy too?
Exactly, one less game to score one more goal.
Yeah.
Than Gretzky did. And I remember when Gretzky got the record and all, it was great. Everybody thought Howe's record wouldn't be broken, and all that. And then Gretzky broke it. And now here we are. We've got Ovi that broke it. And for him to stick around so long, for as much punishment as he took, especially as a bigger player in the hockey league, it says, tremendous things about, how much he kept in shape and is able to do the things that led him to this moment. So, it's one of those things that's a once in a lifetime deal. It's generational kind of things when you hear about them. So, you kind of take it how you want to, but Gretzky's always going to be the greatest in my opinion.
Gretzky will always be known as the great one. Absolutely, 100%. What do you think, Hank?
I could tell my grandkids I saw Gretzky when he played that second half of the season with the St. Louis Blues in 1996. So that's a pretty big deal. So my opinion's pretty biased towards Gretzky. That being said, records are meant to be broken.
That's right.
Records are meant to be broken. Now, I think that under some circumstances, just like when was it Judge last year who broke the single season record, past.
The Maris ring. He was the first to do it since '98 when both the Sammy Sosa Mark McGuire thing was going on. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Go ahead, Hank, continue.
No, I was just implying that, records are meant to be broken, and this one was broken fairly from what there hasn't been any controversy behind it yet or anything like that. So that's cool. There are some records that will never be broken, or at least we'll all be dead by that time. Stephen Curry, the 3-point thing probably won't happen again in our lifetime.
That's true. Absolutely. Look, I'm excited. I'm happy for Alex Ovechkin. He's had an illustrious career. By the way, Addison is coming up to bat. She should be coming up to bat. I'll let you know. Hey, real quickly, want to let you guys know. Shout out to the Girl Dad group. Obviously, the game is over. Shout out to the Girl Dad group for all the people who have helped us out with subscribing to our YouTube. Obviously, the radio ad has really helped. So happy to have the radio ad on. For those who don't know, it is on the Braves Radio Network. It airs literally from parts of North Carolina all the way to Mississippi and parts of Louisiana. It does play out there. Again, we get 6 a game. It is aired 6 times during the game. It is for the entire 6 months. We are also broadcasting with the Greenville Drive. We do have an ad with the Greenville Drive. Yes, we have it's only going to be for, I think it's only like 30 games, but I can't pay, $500 up front. So we have it signed up to be airing on the Greenville Drive. Congratulations to all the to us, and thank you guys for helping us get to our subscriber list. I mean, obviously, you know, this is just a sign that more things are going to come.
Yes.
And my team. I'm excited for my team. I am proud of. I'm proud of having our good friend Hank on there. I'm proud of Shane. I'm proud of Matt. And I'm proud of everybody a part of this team. Continue on doing what we're doing. You guys, we're rocking it. We're doing fantastic things. And shout out to all those who are watching. Look, I know right now in the Girl Dad group, it says on my screen right here, it says there's 67 people watching the Girl Dad group. Shout out to all the guys who are watching. Thank you for watching. Look, you know, it means a lot that you guys are taking time. And I'm sorry I bothered you guys constantly. I even showed Cassie the post, y'all, that I kept doing. And she said that would annoy the heck out of her, too. But I did. I was posting it 10 times a day. And the same thing, I got threatened to be kicked out of the group. So I'm not doing that anymore. So, hey, want to also go. Let's go to the next topic here. I'm going to start with you, Shane, okay?
Yeah, first of all, way to make us look bad in front of the girl dads, Brandon.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
sorry.
Yeah,
Hey, I was
exactly.
Come on now, man.
Hey, man.
Come on now, man. Come on, Brandon. That's a
Before we
little
go-
excessive. That's a little excessive.
So when's your daughter coming up to bat? By the way, we need you to show
All right,
this.
look. The game is actually over. We won. I have to ask Cassie what the final score is. They're doing a game ball right now. Addison finished 2 for 2. She got a run. So shout out to my girl. Proud of her. I don't know. I have to see who got that. I'm looking to see who got the ball. It looks like Addison got it. Wait, it looks. I hope. Great win to start the regular season. All right, so let me ask you this, guys. Okay, the United Football League. Look, I mean the attendance is. Here's the saving grace for the United Football League. Okay, and it is the St. Louis Battlehawks. They're the only ones. I mean, they're what? Shane, correct me if I'm wrong. It's like what 17? It was 17,000 or 30. What was the number at the last? Do you know the number of the last game for them? It was pretty high, wasn't it?
I have been lucky enough to watch maybe 2 of the games in their 1-hour recap shows that they've had. Just because that's really only what I've caught with everything else on. I'm thinking that there's got to be a way to get more interest into this league. And I'm kind of open to, hey, let some of the guys come on these teams and play that didn't get invited to the combine.
Absolutely.
And have them, they'll have to partner kind of with the NFL at that point, because it'll kind of, it's going to be like a 2 to 3 week preseason kind of tryout for NFL teams before the draft. I think that would get some buzz and some interest back into it, and a lot better gameplay, I think, because what we're seeing is a lot of practice squad guys that are let go during the middle of the season, kind of come back and start, just trying to get that next leg up to be on a practice squad or, potentially make the team on a roster the next year, but have already been in the pros. So, I'd like to see a little bit of jolt, kind of in the level of competition, and, I mean, we see some good stuff from them, but they're not really changing as much as kind of what the NFL's changed in the last 3 years with their rule changes and everything else. So I think, the newness of the leagues kind of wore off. So they've got to get a spark in there somehow.
Absolutely. All right. So let's go back to you again, Shane. What would you do to help improve the marketing standpoint for the United Football League? Because I mean, obviously, they're lacking something. What would you do to help change it?
Yeah. They've got partnerships with great networks and stuff that air the games. They've got to bring in a better source, and it doesn't help that the season kicked off right in the middle of the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's not going to help ratings in one, and you're never going to have a great following for the sports or anything, for that league, if you're not the pinnacle kind of when you're starting out at that point.
Absolutely. All right, so let's go to you, Hank. What would you do maybe to help enhance the marketing and connectivity, or I guess fan activity with the UFL? Because I mean, obviously there is something seriously lacking for them right now. But what do you think you could do to help? All right, you're the Rock. You're Joanne Rock the Johnson, right? You're the Rock. You're the commissioner of the UFL. What are you going to do to help bring back some sort of improvement for the United Football League? Because obviously this is not going to sustain if they continue this route.
Well, let me tell you, Jabroni, what I would do in this case is no. Honestly, if I was Dwayne the Rock Johnson, honestly, I would figure. Obviously, he's doing well because I mean, most of these teams are either in big markets where there is a lot of parity, so to speak, or they're in cities that don't have NFL. Hence the Memphis Showboats.
Right.
They're not in there. Now, that being said, as far as marketability goes, I think that he has all the money in the world to make it like a spectacle or a show, so to speak. What's the difference between going to an NFL game and an XFL game or UFL game, whatever you want to call it? I mean, there is a huge difference. So what do you got to do? You got to make it to where it's like a show for the kids and stuff like that too. You're going out there to have fun to watch the game. There may be a concert or something afterwards. Like, I don't know what kind of money the NFL is bringing in, but man, just imagine if somebody like, certain bands like Avenged Sevenfold or, other bands and stuff like that did something, after the game, you're watching a concert, because these games they start in the afternoon and last till like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, right? So why not do that? I mean, you've got to be different. And I know that seems simple, but at the same time, I don't know anybody else that's doing it. Have a quasi major or major band playing, or like even like a mini festival every week. You go to church.
You gotta do something, right?
Well, you go to church and then afterwards you go out to eat.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. All right, Matt, let's go to you. Should the UFL consider bringing a huge metropolis like in Atlanta or like an LA, or what do you think that they could do to help really solidify? Because I mean, St. Louis has always had good fans. We've known that for how long, that St. Louis has always had a good fan base. They had a great fan base with the Rams. But what is it that they can do to really put the UFL back on the market? Because I mean, they're hurting. They absolutely are hurting.
I think it's quite simple, man. I think they need to. Dwayne Johnson needs to use his star power, and I think he needs to go sit with Roger Goodell and take any deal that they can to become a developmental type league for the NFL. Something like the D League or G League is for the NBA. They need to do that for the NFL. They need to just have a developmental league where kids who don't get drafted can play. If you don't get drafted there, then you get drafted into the developmental league. Things like that, man. Fifth is 6th and 7th rounders, they rarely make the teams.
Yeah, that's right.
Some do, some don't. But they should be able to draft anybody who got drafted in the 6th and 7th rounds, plus those who are undrafted. They should be able to draft them. But so I think they need to partner with the NFL, and just do what they can, take any kind of deal where they can become like a developmental type league.
I like what I like that. I absolutely like that idea to make it a developmental league. And the UFL's they've got to do something. Otherwise, you're going to be doomed. It won't be the third time's the charm. You'll unfortunately be doomed again and have to hang it up. And I don't want to see it. We've seen too many leagues come and go.
Too many leagues, man.
Trying to compete with Big Brother. Look, Big Brother is the NFL.
But that's the thing. They're trying to compete with them. Why compete with them? Why not just work with them and become like a developmental league? So, man, take any deal. Take any deal.
Here's a good one. The Rock tie-in with with Triple H and all in WWE.
Yeah, WWE. Absolutely.
And say have a game early afternoon and then have a Saturday night event there that same night, and you get interest in both with a certain type of ticket.
Right.
Absolutely. I like that.
TKO is a $21 billion industry. They could buy the XFL and UFL right now. I mean, they could, and they can do whatever they want to. They've got the money. I've been watching, Netflix WWE shows for the past month or so, and I'm telling you, they've got it going on right there. So imagine what they do for a big production like that every week. I mean, so
Absolutely. I love what you guys are saying. So look, if by chance The Rock does see this, hey, check out Matt's advice. Get involved with the NFL to try and become a developmental league for the NFL. Do something like that, and do it. Hey, even take Shane's advice. Do something with the WW. You have mounds of connections. Let's use them. So, hey guys, we have had a fantastic show. I want to shout out to my daughter Addison. The team won 5-4. Excellent game indeed. So proud of them. Great start to the season. Let's keep it going. Hey, real quick as a reminder, Saturday, May the 3rd is our 100th episode celebration. We will be at Tequila's Grill in Easley. Get there 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. The show will be at our normal time, 7:30, but we will be mingling around with you guys. You can talk to us. You can interact with us. There's giveaways, everything. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We look forward to having you guys there, guys. We will be back with you on Friday. Yes, Shane unfortunately will not. Shane, is it this week or is it next week?
Next week I'll probably be able to join, but it'll be after the race. Maybe I'm gonna pop on there during the burnouts after everything. So maybe we get on to see that a little bit. Maybe if they're still racing, I'll get on for a little bit. You guys kind of just cut me in and out and show you the good parts till I can get on the talk if y'all are still there.
Absolutely, guys. We will be back on Friday, 7:30 p.m. We're going to have a good show lined up for you all. Shout out to everybody who is watching. Again, the Girl Dad group, you guys represent it. I'm proud to be a Girl Dad. I'm a Girl Dad ×4. Love every minute of being a Girl Dad. Shout out to all those who helped us get to the numbers that we are at. We only hope to continue to grow. Our year-end goal at one point was only 340, and it's just continued to go up. So Shane and I have come up with an agreement. We would like for you guys to help us get to 1,100 subscribers on YouTube. We can do it with your help. Let us know what we can do. Exactly. Let us know what we can do to help enhance your fan ability. We will be absolutely down to help. So we shout out to all those who are following us, who are supporting us from get to go. This has been a fun adventure for us. This is something we absolutely love. This is not a competition. We don't make this a competition about anybody or anyone. We thank you all. We love you all. You guys mean all of us in the world. We wish everybody nothing but success and have a wonderful time. So with that being said, for my daughter's team, the Powdersville Patriots, who they say go Patriots, Matt, I'm going to start with you tonight. What do you say to these lovely people?
Yes, guys, weekend's coming. Well, weekend's not coming up. Actually, we're at the beginning of the week.
It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up.
So since we're a few days. Since we're in the beginning of the week, Easter's coming up. It is coming up in a couple of weeks. Things like that. Man, just play by the rules, guys. Play the game. Just play the game. The game sucks, but play the game. Don't get flagged. Don't get flagged in the game of life. Just do what you need to do. Get yourself up there. Progress how you need to progress. Mentally, and don't get flagged in the game of life.
Absolutely, don't get flagged. All right, Hank, what do you tell these lovely people?
Man, I'll just say, hey, once again, thank you guys for joining us on here tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. You see the dedication that we have on here. Brandon is at a freaking softball game that he has no business. He has no business doing this, but he is tonight. But he is. So thank you for sticking with us, regardless of our circumstance. We have a bunch of, we're always, some of us may be late because we have real jobs and real lives and stuff like that. And obviously, Brandon has a bunch of chattering little kids in the background and can't hear a word I'm saying. So,
I can hear you.
So thank you but thank you guys for sticking with us, regardless of what the circumstance is. And if you guys help us keep growing, the circumstance will change for the better.
That's right. All right, Shane, the floor is yours, man.
Oh yeah, well, I'm just gonna reiterate it, man. I do appreciate everybody watching. We've all got something going on today. Matt with the lawnmowers, Hank late, you at the softball game, Lily going crazy at the door.
Yep.
So it's one of those things. But hey, we will persevere. But man, as always, may the good Lord bless you, and peace, love, and bacon grease.
Peace, love, and bacon grease indeed. Look, guys, we have all sorts of things that we do. And I promise, I'm making this promise to you, Matt, Shane, Hank, and all the guys watching the Girl Dad group. Again, I keep bringing it up because y'all have done a lot for us. I mean, it really does mean a lot. I'm not going to post anymore. I promise I'm not going to make our names look bad in the Girl Dad group or all those 60 other podcast group that I'm a part of. Hank's actually part of a lot of them too, so Hank knows, he sees the stuff too. So, but we will not.
So annoying.
Yeah, I promise I will not do that anymore. Guys, thank you, honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, for helping us get to this almost to this 100 episode milestone. It means a lot to us. Don't forget, we are broadcasting. We will be broadcasting every week. I believe it's Tuesday and Wednesdays during the afternoons on TigerNation.live. Yes, we'll be broadcasting on the radio. Check us out there. Help us with our subscribers on YouTube, at the Sportz Nutz 176. Help us get our Facebook followers up at the Sportz Nutz on Twitter, as well as Instagram, TikTok, wherever else. Hey, make sure you guys check out Hank's show, the Hank Russell Invitational on YouTube. Hank's got a really cool show. That's his side as well, so help him out.
Yeah.
Guys, y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you again for tuning in. We will catch you guys again on the Sportz Nutz. Remember, peace up. A-Town down. Why? It's the greatest sports city there ever was. Until then, guys, y'all have a wonderful evening. And go Braves. Let's go ahead and end this daggum losing streak. Y'all take care and have a good night. And enjoy the outro from my good friend Matt.